Hello and welcome to Statistical Methods 1, Spring 2022. My name is John Carrigan, and I'm very excited to be your instructor for this course. This is my third time teaching Stat Methods 1. I've been teaching at Rutgers now for 15 years in both the math department and at the GSE. So I'm a lifer. I did my 3 degrees here in math education, and the EDD program in the design of learning environments. So I'm really excited to be back, teaching and helping you all get a better understanding of statistics and what it looks like in the educational setting, how to interpret data and things of that sort. So I thought I'd briefly run through the syllabus with you, being that it's an asynchronous course. That means that you are able to complete the work at your own pace, week by week, and that if you need my assistance, you're more than welcome to reach out at any time through email, or we can set up a Zoom call or anything of that sort. There are a couple of learning goals for the course that involve data distribution, descriptive statistics, normal distribution, correlation and regression, probability, decision making, and then at the end we look at hypothesis testing, which is at the heart of many educational research studies. So my goal is for you to not only be able to do the math required for all of these, but to walk away from this more statistically literate, so that when you're in your setting, whether it's special education or child study team or classroom teaching, you'll have a better understanding of what it means when someone says that the scores fall on a bell curve, or if you're looking at Linkit results and you want to better understand those. I'll try to infuse a lot of relevant K-12 applications as I can throughout the course. For this semester, we're trying something new. Previously, I used to lecture on a video and then give a homework where you were limited to 2 tries, and I was finding that that probably wasn't the best use of everybody's time. So I am using a program called Newton Alta. It costs $39.95 for the term, and which is actually cheaper than the textbook that we used to have. And it's an adaptive platform that allows you to get your instruction all in one place, and also take your exams in the same spot too. So when you go on to Newton Alta, like from the instructor's end, I could see who's complete, who's in progress, who's struggling, etc. Like that's great stuff for me, so that I could reach out to people as needed. But for you as a student, when you take these Alta sets, it's adaptive in that when you go to do a problem, when you go to do a lesson, you get videos on the topic. Usually they're very short and to the point, and then you'll also get some written explanation as well, written text. So you'll have the best of both worlds. You get the quick video, and you'll also get a little bit of text. It's balanced really well. There's also some sample problems that are embedded, key terms. So it's much like a textbook, just online with some practice. And then when you go to do your work, you will get questions per topic. And if you are getting them correct, you won't need to do as many of them to move on. It'll pick up on the fact that you're mastering the idea. If you're getting a bunch wrong, it'll pull you back and give you additional instruction to get you back up to where you need to be. So it's designed to work with you, so that you're not feeling lost or without access to additional help. So we're excited to pilot it for this course. That being said, it is our first time using it here. I've taught this. I've taught with this platform in the math department, and students generally really like it. They find it helpful. So if there's any issues with it in statistics, I encourage you to reach out as soon as possible. I don't expect there will be, but in case there are, I want to be able to troubleshoot that. So I would just purchase the $39.95 version instead of the monthly, because the monthly won't bring you to the final exam. And then SPSS is used in this course. It's free. All the information is on Canvas. You just go to the Rutgers Virtual Lab, and I've made a video that outlines that process. I wouldn't buy it if you don't have to. The Virtual Lab has it for free, so it's probably best just to do that. Because it's online, it's important that you keep up with the course. Our meetings will go Tuesday through Monday, so each week I'll put up Alta assignments and a welcome message, and then it's your job to start those on Tuesday and complete them by Monday night. I'm expecting many of you will do it over the weekend, but I end the week on Monday night in case the weekend's busy. You still have Monday to finish all the work you need to do. But it is a math class, so I do encourage you to reach out early and often if something's not making sense. Office of Disability Services, if you have any accommodations you need to be aware of, please let me know, and I will implement those as soon as I can. Grading for the course, the ALTA assignments, you will typically get a handful every week. It varies. I look at how long each set takes, and I try to give the same amount of time each week. So you might notice some weeks you'll have 5 or 6, but they're quick. Other weeks you'll have 2 or 3, but they might be heavier. Like normal distribution, that's a heavy lesson. So you'll only have 2 or 3 ALTA assignments that week. Whereas bar graphs or things like that, that's a little bit shorter. So I would put 5 assignments that week, and that will be worth half of your grade. You'll need to complete the videos and the problems in order to earn full credit. I did set it up so that there's no late penalty. So if you don't finish on the dot, it's okay. I don't encourage you to do that, but I know life happens. So I did go ahead and not put a late penalty in, but I'm just hoping no one takes advantage and waits till May 1st to do all the work. So that's the ALTA. Exams, there's a midterm and a final. Both will be taken on Alta with a lockdown browser. And the really cool thing about Alta is you get an adaptive review sheet. So when I build the exam, it also builds a review sheet where you can go in and practice problems for every objective that's on the exam. So it's really a really cool feature. It's not just this handout of topics or 8 practice problems. You can really get an infinite review sheet with a review center. So you'll have that capability for both exams. And then SPSS, I do want you to use SPSS and interpret its output. So I've created a couple of video tutorials on SPSS and corresponding problems to do. Those are on Canvas, they're not in Alta. And I believe I put them in 3 or 4 modules for the whole course. So those assignments, they're short, they'll be worth 10% of your overall grade. If you read any educational research study or continue on to do an EDD or a PhD, you will need familiarity with SPSS output and using it. So I thought we could dabble in it here. And then also I know they use it again in Stat 2. So of course, help if you need it, just reach out as soon as possible. My email is here. You can also communicate with me through Canvas. And the schedule for the course is also here. The good thing is the midterm falls right at the right before spring break, so it's a nice clean break. And then when you come back, we have the second half of the course and the final during the first week of May. So it falls really nicely. And the topics vary. Having done this class twice now, some students struggle in the beginning and then they find the second half a little bit easier. So just give it time and give it practice, and it'll be very rewarding. Everything you need for the course will be on Canvas. I've used the modules feature to organize each week. And what I typically do is I'll post a welcome introduction, a little video explaining what's coming. And then underneath that, you'll have all your ALTA assignments that are due. So for this first week, there are 7 of them. But like I said, they're short. So try to go through them and pace yourself to be sure you complete them. For the week after, there's 4 ALTA assignments and an SPSS assignment. So what I do is I include a video that I made that shows how to use it, each thing, and then you'll go and do it yourself with a data set. So it's modeling for that. This week is a little heavier content-wise, so there's only 2 ALTA assignments, and I list some additional help, resources you can use there. So that's the course. Like I said, the number of assignments varies each week. I did the best I could to space it out time-wise. So, but like I said, if you can't finish by Monday night, I didn't include a late penalty if it needs to spill into Tuesday. So you do have that flexibility. You are adult learners, and I want to be able to, treat you as such. So I will offer that type of flexibility. And then, like I said, for the exams, when those happen, you will get a review center link. This is the adaptive review sheet. You can click on it, and you'll be able to practice problems that cover the same standard that's on on each exam. So it's fully aligned and relevant. And all that information is on here. So I guess the last thing is SPSS. We will give a link to SPSS. You have that, and you can get to the virtual computer lab and get set up all there. Keep in mind with the virtual computer lab, you have to go to a website and log into a virtual computer. So anything with SPSS, you have to pretend like you have to treat the virtual website as a computer. So if you're going to open up a SAV file, SAV, you have to open it up on the virtual computer, not your own computer, or else it won't open up. So just keep that in mind, and I'll explain that in the video for SPSS. But that's the course. And like I said, the purpose is to just get you exposed and familiar with the language, ready to go on to Stat 2 if that's in your future, but also ready to read and interpret findings in educational research articles. Hope you have a great semester, and please reach out at any time.